So this is a great one because I'm pretty sure the VA Secretary, Doug Collins, lied to veterans and lied to Congress. I know that sucks. I don't really like saying it, to be honest with you. Up front, the VA's plan was to fire 1,720 registered nurses, 1,150 medical support assistants, more than 600 physicians, about 80 psychologists, and 1,100 veteran claim examiners. And we know this because the Federal News Network has pushed out the information for us right here. I'll get back to that here in a second. And now listen, I like the VA Secretary. I personally I did not like the 83,000 cuts. I did not like the Proby firings at the beginning of the year. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I do my absolute best to give unbiased information, right? And I'm going to give it to you as is. So here's the article. And we can see a summary of the VA Comprehensive Workforce Reduction Plan to the central office, okay, to VHA non-clinical staff admin support, VHA clinical staff. Hello? VBA workforce benefits processing. Hello? NCA workforce cemetery operations. Got it. Other VA offices, board OIG, additional reduction, balance to 83,000. There it is, right there. Okay. It's not pretty. Right now, I do want to bring this back to you right here, right now, and then we'll get back to the article. The VA did back off on the 83,000 employee cuts, and they have said that what has been cut so far through natural attrition, through the DRP, which is about 30,000, is good enough. All right. Now, this is where I'm going to give you my opinion on it, which you can totally disagree with. I think the backlash from Congress after the VA Secretary was grilled for dinner, primarily by the Senate, but the House as well. I think that made him and the admin sit back and actually think through cutting positions that are going to hurt veteran benefits and are going to hurt veteran healthcare. And I think they're kind of backtracking that, and they're just going to leave it in the dust and say, hey, 30,000 is good enough. We're good to go. Yeah, I think the VA Secretary got slapped in the face. That's my genuine, honest opinion there. Anyways, the Department of Veteran Affairs is walking away from plans to cut 83,000 employees through department-wide layoffs. Documents and data obtained by FNN, however, show how department officials plan to reach their workforce reduction goals before scrapping the proposal. This is what we wanted. I've been wanting this forever. Okay? Someone had it. The public just didn't have it. VA's former workforce reduction plan considered cutting 20,000 clinical staff from the VHA, including nurses and other frontline medical staff. How many times did the VA Secretary said that frontline medical staff is exempt? Riddle me that, okay? Just saying. And I like the VA Secretary, okay? I still think he's going to do a great job for veterans as a whole. But I did not, I still don't like, I did not, and I do not like these cuts whatsoever. And he lied to us, dude. And that kind of hurts me. It kind of hurts me. So if you're in the comments and you want to bash me for liking him, I will accept it. Okay. In recent months, VA Secretary Doug Collins repeatedly told lawmakers during committee hearings that personnel cuts would have no impact on the department's delivery of healthcare benefits to veterans. We're going to maintain VA's mission essential jobs as per their definition, like doctors and nurses, claims processors, while phasing out non-essential roles like interior designers and other things, DEI. Collins told the Senate, this is savings we can achieve that will be redirected to veteran health care. Tell me, which of these are interior designers? Which of these are interior designers? The VA secretary lied. I like him, and I'm willing to say that. For those of you that are hardcore supporters of the administration at large, are you willing to say it? Are you willing to say it? VA planned to cut 5% of clinical roles across VHA, largely through attrition, saving the department about $2 billion. The department also proposed closing underused medical facilities and consolidating low-demand clinics. Internal documents show the VA envisioned cutting VHA's overall headcount by nearly 33,000 positions, nearly 8% fewer employees than it had in September of 24. For remaining staff to continue treating patients, VA proposed modestly increasing the patients per provider ratio. That sounds great. And shifting more appointments to community care and telehealth. VHA's non-clinical workforce would have seen the largest personnel cut under this plan. VA officials proposed cutting 3,000 HR and finance positions and reducing positions for maintenance staff, police officers, and other support. I'm not going to read the rest of the article here. It's a few more paragraphs. I'll leave it down below. The point is, VA secretary lied. I take personal offense to that. I really do. I'm trying to gather my thoughts kind of on the spot here. Not cool, man. Not cool, dude. I'm glad that the cuts have stopped and we're okay with 30,000. But a lot of good VA employees already left the VA because of the stress, the inconsistency, the ambiguity on your career. I can tell you when the DRP came out in my office, I was a federal employee beginning of this year. My office went bananas, okay? Tensions were the highest. Tensions were higher in the office at the beginning of this administration than the tensions were when I was in Afghan in Syria. All right, just to give you some relative comparison there. Yeah, I want to thank Federal News Network for actually posting this. Okay, let's look at the author's name real quick. Jory Heckman. You're a good dude, Jory. You're a good dude. Anyways, that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts down below. The VA secretary lied. That is now a fact. It's in the books. I don't care how many one-liners of interior designers or PowerPoint meeting notes he can throw. I don't care how many times he can say whopper. He might be good in front of a camera, but he lied to veterans. Hello?